So you, son of man, I have made you a watchman for the house of Israel. Therefore you shall hear a word from my mouth, and warn them for me. When I say to the wicked, O wicked man, you shall surely die, and you do not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood I will require at your hand. Nevertheless, if you warn the wicked to turn from his way, and he does not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity, but you have delivered your soul. The Bible tells us if we see someone doing wrong or something that maybe they could probably correct, and we keep our mouths shut and we don't say anything, then if that person dies in their iniquity, then their blood is upon our hands. You know, there have been times where I've been around people where they're just doing things that is detrimental to those around them. Maybe they're just socially unaware and they're doing things that other people are getting really, really annoyed about, right? And you just want to have patience. You want to not say anything. You want to just be nice. But then when I think about it, if I was in their situation and I was doing the same thing and everybody was super annoyed at me and everyone's like, oh my goodness, this guy is just being ridiculous right now, and I had no idea and I was oblivious, I would want someone to tell me so I don't keep making myself look bad, right? And in that same vein, you know, God wants us to be able to point out the flaws or point out the sins in other people so that they can change and so that they can be better. And somebody who is truly wise, somebody who loves God, is going to want to be corrected and not to continue in their sins, because that sin is going to lead them down a path to destruction. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 5 says, open rebuke is better than love carefully concealed. We might have love for somebody deep down in our hearts, but we just might not want to hurt their feelings by saying something. The thing that we least want to hear is the thing that we most need to hear. And it's such a blessing to have a true friend in our life who's willing to say the things that everyone else is not willing to say. And a lot of times we might get upset when people say these things, we might get offended, but you gotta think, there's a reason why they're saying this. This is not just coming out of nowhere. They know us better than anybody else, and they're pointing out these things that they see in us. So next time somebody rebukes us, they're saying it with the best intention in mind, because they love us and because they want us to be better. And at the same time, if we see something in somebody else, we shouldn't just keep quiet. Of course, we should pray about it. We should ask for wisdom in how to say it. But if we truly love somebody, we would be willing to point out the things that is going to be difficult for them to hear and also difficult for us to say. But at the end of the day, we are doing a service to them, and this is something that God has commanded us to do. In Psalms 141 verse 5, it says, let the righteous strike me, it shall be a kindness, and let him rebuke me, it shall be an excellent oil. Let my head not refuse it, for still my prayer is against the deeds of the wicked. When somebody rebukes us or when the righteous strikes us, it's a kindness. I hope this was a blessing, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.